Hi, and welcome to the bunker. I'd like to spend the next few minutes with you trying to take the anxiety away from practicing bunker shots. And the reason I say that is that I don't see a lot of people using this area of the dome very often. And I think it's because they don't really understand, A, what they're supposed to do, and they don't want to put the time into trying to do it because they're nervous of the result when it's bad. See, if I don't know what I'm doing, and there's people over there putting, and I'm in here practicing this, that might happen. And now all of a sudden everybody's, it's like, uh-oh, and then away they go. They leave the bunker. They tried one shot, they didn't do it right, the ball sailed into the dome or went over towards the putting, wherever it went, it was bad, and they left. Well, if that's been your experience in trying to practice in a bunker, what do you do when you get on the golf course? You must just be shaking like crazy. So let's just spend a few minutes trying to explore what it is that we're supposed to do when we're trying to get a ball out of a greenside bunker. The first thing I want you to do is to get used to knowing that you have the ability to move this club correctly. And I want you to see that doing that doesn't mean grabbing golf balls. Because I think that when you get into the position of hitting a golf ball, now you've got all those fears and there it goes again, and you jump. Let's practice in the sand so that we know what we're doing and we know we did it before we even introduce a golf ball. Let's eliminate the anxiety that I don't know how to do this, or I'm not sure I can do what you're telling me to do. Yes, you can. So let's figure this out. I'm just going to put a line in the sand here and about 6 or 8 inches in front, another line up here. And I'm not even going to put a ball in play. I'm going to put my club in this backwards groove or line. My intent is to take little golf swings and let myself see the club travel from one line down towards the other. So I'm in one line, club's up, down, travels towards the other. When I look down, lo and behold, I can see and or measure where my club traveled. How close was I to entering the sand where I wanted? If you're practicing this and you saw the sand come out 8 inches before you got to the line, well, why would you bring a golf ball into play yet? Get good at being able to do this. So I've got 3 or 4 feet of parallel lines, if you would. I'm simply going to keep putting the club in position, lift it up, and get used to seeing that, hey, look at that. I have the ability to let that club travel down from one line and towards another. So that's how I'd get used to initiating my practice. I haven't hit any balls yet, but I don't need to. When I actually get to the point of hitting a golf ball, it's just going to respond to what I've been doing. So let's get you good at the knowing that you can do what you need to do to get the ball out first. I'll know you know what you're doing if I see you over here practicing with your lines and you don't even have a ball in play. Now I know that you're actually working on something. You're getting comfortable at knowing that you can move the club through the lines that you need to ultimately be successful when you put a golf ball in place. So once you're good at that, now what I want you to see is when you put a ball in place, how do we then not freeze and go, oh, but now it's the ball? Well, this is what I want you to do. I want you to put that line in place as you had done. I want you to make at least 3 swings so that the club's allowed to travel correctly from one line towards the other before you get to the golf ball. If you've done that, now I want you to put the club back in the groove again. Remember, this is practice. I can cheat like heck when I practice. I want your eyes to be on that line, and I want you to do the same thing. Okay? Allow yourself to make the stroke that lets the sand get moved correctly. You'll notice the ball came out. I didn't watch it. I didn't observe it. My intent was to move the club through the sand the way that I had just practiced. The ball comes out as a result of that practice. So that's how I get good at practicing putting a ball into play in a bunker so I'm not anxious about the end result. Okay? Simple practice, but a good starting point. In the next video, we're going to talk a little bit more about controlling how I get my ball to do higher shots, longer shots, etc. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.